So some of the tools you're going to need here, depending on your scenario: pipe cutter, we're going to cheat though. We use these. They cheat, but I love it. Okay, so you're going to need a level, tape measure, pencil or a marker of some sort. Then we need our fittings. In our case, we're going to use get close to the valve, so we're going to use a street fitting. We're going to simply put that right here on the bottom of our tank. We're going to go straight up and into our PEX tubing here. So on the way up, we're going to put a valve. We're going to put in, we have one at the tank, but we're going to put one that's easy to get to above the appliance here for our customers, so that they can shut their water off easier than trying to get down below here to shut it off. Okay. Then when we transition to this PEX, we're going to use a PEX tubing fitting, and we're going to use a PEX tubing cribber. There's many types out there. Home Depot, I believe, does the watts. I believe they got the cinch rings. You could use that. And do-it-yourselfers out there, you could use a shark bite. I don't like shark bites because I have an attitude because I'm a plumber. But you could use a shark bite. They're fine. But we're going to use the professional way today. So let's go. Let's go ahead and do this right here. We're going to take a measurement. We're going to get our ball valve straight up past the appliance so our customer can reach the valve. All right, Danny. Let's do 40 inches. Should be perfectly fine with the piece of pipe we need.
40, correct?
40 inches. Hope you're enjoying our video today and hope it helps you out. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. Be happy to help you out the best that we can. If you like what you're seeing today, please like and subscribe to our channel, which helps us out big time. We are tied into the house. With that said, we'll leave this valve off. Now we're able to go ahead and turn our water onto the tank. Simple as that. So we'll go ahead and do that, but before we do, we want to make sure our boiler drain is shut off so we don't flood the house out. And we'll move on to the next steps. Okay, we're ready to turn the water on. I'll go ahead and take this, show you along the way. Okay, so we have our shut off here. We'll go ahead and turn it on. You hear water coming in. Again, we're in a really tight spot, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna watch our pressure here. Our pressure switches come 40, 60. You can get them in 30, 50, 20, 40. But we bought a 40, 60 switch. And we're just going to make sure our air in the tank is calibrated with the switch. What we want to make sure is that when we're drawing water, the bag, the bladder inside the tank here does not collapse. Meaning if you have the switch 4060, if you have they come charged with air. We've got to make sure that the air in there is okay. So what we want is 2 pounds less than what the switch is set for, 4060. So when we would draw the water down to 40, we want 2 pounds less than the 40. If it is 40 pounds of air in there, the bag will collapse and the water will go shh, shh. That's what it'll look like. That's all it'll do. But so we're gonna check that. Right now, you can't see it, but our gauge is reading 60 PSI. So our next step is to turn the water onto the house, let it run in a bathtub. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna run it through a hose just to make sure there's no debris. We stirred up any debris, so we don't allow that into our house. We don't want that. We'll deal with clogged screens, aerators in the faucet. So we're already outside. We're gonna go ahead and just turn this on, just to make sure. We can also do our adjustments now. So we're gonna adjust this pressure a little bit higher for our customer. You want to be careful when you're adjusting these switches. You don't want to go above, set 70 pounds, because it's not good for our relief valve here. Okay, it's coming on time. I don't hear the bag collapsing in there, so I believe we're okay there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna run outside. We're gonna grab it. I use my air compressor because it has a pressure gauge on there, so I could test. I can use that to check pressure in there. But we're going to turn the power off first, drain the tank out to check the bladder, the tank. That's super important. You don't want it to check the bladder air with water pressure on it, and you'll get the incorrect reading. So hold on a second. We're going to adjust the pressure in the tank using a 3/8 nut driver. Again, when you're doing this here, you want to be careful to try not to play with these. These are already pre-calibrated for the most part. This is kind of a little bit of an advanced skill. You do not want to touch this lower adjuster. These switches are made for jet pumps, submersible pumps, etc. We have a submersible pump application, so normally we use a smaller one to adjust what we call the cut-in. We would normally use that on an older jet pump, one that we'd see in the basement. This one here is all the one you want to play with. Again, be careful. Do not touch these. You will get zapped. You won't get zapped here. But to increase your water pressure, what you want to do, wait for the water pressure to come down and see where the needle turns on and off. This is a 4060. So we want to make sure it turns on at 40. To increase the pressure a little bit, we're at 60. I'm going to adjust it another 10 pounds for our customer. So I'm going to go ahead. Children, don't try this at home. This won't hurt you here, but don't do it. You just take your time. If you're a do-it-yourselfer watching this video, you can turn your power on. It's already calling for water. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this water off. Okay, and then I'm going to clockwise this tall post here until it reaches 70 PSI. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to wait, see where it comes on at. And we're just going to wait till the pressure switch shuts off, see where we're at. Right here, and I can't really see it. Okay, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to dip down here because I can't see it. And right now we're at 70, a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and turn the pressure on here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this paddle, give it a couple more turns, All right, and we're gonna see where it shuts off at. And right now we're at 70 psi. Perfect. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and put our cap on. We're at 70 psi. The tank's been flushed. All the air's is gone. We're now able to turn the water onto the house. We're able to make sure there's no air in the faucets. We'll flush out all the faucets and we'll be all set. Okay, so we're gonna run around and just turn the water on to your hose. Make sure these fittings that we put together aren't leaking. All right. We've already made sure that the tank's been flushed. Give the water on here. And make sure that sometimes these radiators here get clogged up. So you make sure those are good. All right, good there. The tub's been flushed out. Any other fixtures in the house has been flushed out and you're ready to go.